Having made her debut in Borderlands 2's first DLC, Captain Scarlett and Her Pirate's Booty, Captain Scarlett was born on the planet of Eunomia. She was raised by pirates, her father being one as well. As she grew up, she began to learn the tricks of the trade: lying, backstabbing, stealing, swashbuckling, all things she enjoyed and was quite good at. At some point in time, her father dropped her out of an airship, which is where she lost her eye, to which she gutted him for. Over time, she worked her way up the ranks, building herself a crew and a reputation as an infamous pirate. But probably the most well-known pirate of them all was Captain Blade. Ruthless, cold-hearted, and attained a lot of treasure. Taking it was almost impossible thanks to the giant creature guarding it, the Leviathan. The tales of his buried treasure were known from pirates all around, most importantly here, to Captain Scarlett. Once she learnt of it, she and her crew set out to find his treasure in Wormwater. But like any treasure, it required a map, or in this case, a compass. 4 pieces were crafted by Captain Blade himself and scattered across Pandora. Scarlett and one of her crewmates and friends, Sandman, were capable of finding 2 pieces of it. But Scarlett's habit for backstabbing got the better of her. She tried to literally stab Sandman in the back and take his piece of the compass, but it failed, making things a little awkward.
Way back when, Sandman and I were like this. Oh, right. You can't see through the radio. I'm crossing my first 2 fingers like this, best buds. Until we stumbled upon some of Captain Blade's old notes about the lost treasure, that is. Together, Sandman and I found 2 pieces of Captain Blade's mystical compass. Then, because I'm an idiot, I tried to stab him in the back. Literally. The knife blade snapped, he shot me in the leg and ran. It was pretty embarrassing, but that's when I learned never betray your friends until you're sure you've got the upper hand.
He was capable of escaping and started to form his own pirate crew to rival Scarlett's own. It is also important to note that Scarlett did have a pet arrrghh named Roscoe, but during her time on Pandora, the Leviathan ate him. Also amongst her crew was an old man named Herbert. He was infatuated with Scarlett to an excessive extent, literally stalking her. Because of this, she kicked him out of the crew. The reason this is relevant is because he knew how much she wanted to find Captain Blade's treasure, and thus dedicated the future parts of his life studying it and finding a piece of the compass to make her happy. So after some ups and downs, mainly downs, trying to find Captain Blade's treasure, this is where the events of Captain Scarlett and Her Pirate's Booty take place. Similar to Scarlett herself, the Vault Hunters come here because of Captain Blade's buried treasure. They're recommended to work together to find the treasure, which Scarlett agrees to, but never truly hides her motivation or the fact that she will backstab you. She's actually fairly open about it.
For a second, I considered splitting the treasure with you 50-50, but then I was like, better stay alive so I can kill you later.
But nevertheless, the characters assist her in killing her old crewmate Sandman, taking his piece of the compass, raiding a Hyperion transport, which obtained part of it not knowing what it was, as well as reconnecting with Herbert for a short time, who had acquired the final piece in hopes that Scarlett would take him back. She does not, and instead gifts him a bomb, which blows him up. But she does take his piece of the compass. Now with all 4 compass pieces obtained, the Vault Hunters are sent to Magnus Lighthouse to uncover the location hidden in the sands. Once the location is revealed, Scarlett sends out some of her crew to kill the Vault Hunters while she obtains the treasure herself, thus continuing her habit of constantly backstabbing everyone she can. While she does attempt to find the treasure, she instead ends up getting eaten whole by the Leviathan. On the upside, she is not killed, and doubly on the upside, she is reunited with her pet Roscoe. The Vault Hunters also end up getting eaten, and due to the whole betrayal thing, they fight Roscoe and kill him. Captain Scarlett, on the other hand, chooses to value her own life and abandons the treasure. She teleports away, dropping her pistol, living to fight another day. The Vault Hunters would go on to kill the Leviathan and claim Captain Blade's treasure, but as for Scarlett, she actually started rebuilding another crew. As told in the Wattle Gobbler DLC by Grandma Flexington, Scarlett, alongside a few other brigands, were actually robbing her retirement home, where the two discussed the Vault Hunters. Scarlett admits that they defeated her fair and square and seems to harbor no ill will towards them.
Say you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlett. She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh, hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know?
Granted, tricks of her trade involve lying and deception, but considering how much fans have come to like her, it's not impossible that perhaps they can turn her over to a new leaf and make her an ally in the future. Some other fun facts about Scarlett are that, much like many characters, she has slept with Moxie and asks if she's asking about her.
Hey, quick question. Has Moxie said anything about me?
Also, in the original concept for the DLC, Scarlett was actually supposed to be killed, as evident by dialogue from Shade saying how they killed her. Anthony Birch, one of the writers for the game, also confirmed that Scarlett and Nisha used to be friends. And finally, while it is much harder to get a grasp on anything related to this, it seems Scarlett potentially may have had a bit of a modeling career, as evident by Herbert's photos of her. While undoubtedly she did not do this for him, there are so many pictures of her in many different outfits that it seems that this could have been something that she did in her life at some point. The problem is she never mentions anything remotely related to this at all, which makes it curious. But anyway, that does it for the history of Captain Scarlett. Definitely a welcomed addition to the universe of Borderlands, as fans have taken a liking to her personality and upright honesty. She's still out there swashbuckling and robbing, and it's likely that we'll see her again in the future. In the meantime, if there are any other characters you'd like to see me do the history of, then be sure to let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.